mitochondrial disorder of Hannah's, which did not, quote, cause her autism, but, quote, resulted in it. There are 4,800 other autism cases awaiting decisions in federal court. And after our story, a parent from one of those cases, Rebecca Estep, wrote to us to say that there's more to this story than we know. And Rebecca joins us now. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Allison. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you, Rebecca. In your letter to us, you wrote that your son's, you believe that your son got autism as a result of vaccines that he got when he was around 2 years old. You've spent the last 10 years researching this, and we're showing your son Eric now at age 12. In your letter, you called our attention to the fact that it's not just the Hannah polling case, but the federal government is actually giving monetary awards to hundreds of parents with autistic children. But there's a catch. They can't use the word autism in their lawsuits. Explain.
Well, I don't know if it's hundreds of cases, but there's several cases. If you stay away from that the child has autism but has a brain injury for like encephalopathy or a seizure disorder, those are compensable damages that you can receive an award from the Vaccine Injury Compensation Program. In 2002, we filed our claim in the Autism Omnibus program because that's what we were told was the proper procedure. We didn't realize that, years later, this program would be federal attorneys defending a federal program using federal-funded science in front of judges, that we don't have a jury, we don't have regular rules of evidence, and it ended up being a court that really the kids had no chance in.
And Rebecca, you also didn't know that autism was going to become sort of a dirty word that you weren't supposed to use. I want to bring in Dr. Mark Siegel. He's one of our medical A-team here at Fox News. CBS News just did an investigation, Dr. Siegel, that found that parents who used the word, as Rebecca said, encephalopathy or brain damage won their cases. Those who had the same symptoms but used the word autism did not win their cases. There were 1,300 awards to families, again, with brain damage. Obviously, it sounds like the Department of Health and Human Services is fudging something. They're playing a semantics game here. Why?
Well, because autism is such a politically charged word, and we don't really know what the cause is, but multiple studies have shown, and there was just one recently released in the New England Journal of Medicine, a big study of 1,000 kids that did not show a link between vaccines and autism. We continue to study that. A lot of attention has been put on that. The question of thimerosal as a derivative, that's actually now been removed from the MMR vaccine, not when Rebecca's child was vaccinated. There's a question about this, but there's been no proof shown, no cause and effect. And I want to make one other point. Measles, which is an amazing worldwide killer, is down from 800,000 deaths to 200,000 deaths per year over the past decade because of the MMR vaccine.
Right. So your point is that we don't want to spread panic among parents who stop giving their kids vaccines because you could die from the deadly disease of measles. But I want to bring Rebecca in. What do you think, Rebecca, when you hear Dr. Siegel say what so many in the medical establishment say, that there is no link between vaccines and autism?
First of all, Dr. Siegel, the MMR never had thimerosal in it. That's a live virus, and the thimerosal would have killed the MMR. So that was wrong. In the 90s, when my son was vaccinated, many of his vaccines had 25 micrograms of thimerosal. He received 40 to 50 times his daily allowable amount per EPA standards. The study that just came out last week that showed no correlation between vaccines and autism, I'm really having a hard time with, because not only did it say that there was no correlation with vaccines and autism, they actually showed that thimerosal, which is 50% ethyl mercury, had a neuroprotective sort of effect on the children, which to me seems amazing when it's a neurotoxin. It's the second most toxic substance on
Rebecca,
Earth.
very quickly.
Last point I want to make is more study needs to be done. Even if an association ever is found, that's not proof. We do need more study, but we need study on a lot of environmental toxins that could be leading to autism.
And Hannah, Rebecca, I know would agree with you. She's with an organization, Safe Minds. We'll put a link on our website. Rebecca Estep, thanks so much for joining us with your personal story. Dr. Siegel, thanks so much. More Fox and Friends in 2 minutes.